Suna West. Yes, Honorable Masara. I know you had a similar bill. Yes, proceed.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I think our gods are with us, because in this parliament we are going to pass a bill which is going to help so many people. I want this house to also remember the late Honorable Laboso, Joyce, because her, with the assistance of Honorable Meli, who also assisted me to draft the bill, and I'm copying her. She's doing her PhD on the same line. I'm also a student of PhD on the same line. And we are talking about this particular bill. The Social Protection Bill, Madam Speaker, is a very important bill. And I want to support this bill, but I want to put Parliament into put some information that the bill I've worked for the last 7 years is why this bill is in this house, because it was supposed to go to the third reading. Madam Speaker, the beneficiary of social protection bill are people who are really in need of our support, more so as leaders. In Kenya today, if I can give a brief for those who have not gone through this bill, people, the vulnerable society are benefiting. But by the time this bill, the program was started, they were being given 2,000. By that time, $1 was 100 shillings. It was equal to $1. So according to the United Nations ranking, anybody earning or living with below $2 per day is supposed to be supported. Currently, $1 is, for some times back, $1 was 160 something shillings, but these people are still being given 2,000. I'm supporting this bill, but in one condition, that we need to merge the two bills, because we don't want social protection, the bill, to give people tokens. And these tokens need to be managed. They need to be a rationale on how these monies are given to the vulnerable people in the society. In the Section 2 of the Children Act, the objective of this act are to caution all persons against risk and contingency throughout their life cycle. That is okay. Build human capital, capability, and resilience of all persons, and promote the well-being of persons. If we stop there, it does not talk about how it will resonate well with the economic times. When there is fluctuation, when there is recession in the economy of a country, the current bill is not talking about that. In my bill, it is talking about that all factors shall be considered each and every time with regards to what is happening in the economy. So, Madam Speaker, this bill needs to be pushed and to be concluded together with mine. Mine is in the third stage. How I wish Parliament can take mine, the majority leader to push it. Whatever is not in mine can be added in mine. Then we merge it, we come up with a bill which is progressive. Because as it is now, it is static. If it is 2,000, it is 2,000. If it is 1,000, it is 1,000. So, Madam Speaker, I want to support the passing and legislative on this particular item, but with some rider that all factors need to be considered. Part of it is not applicable, because when you talk about all persons qualifying for this particular item, Madam Speaker, in my bill, I'm suggesting that somebody can be in this bracket over a period of time. When he's out of that time, is removed from that particular support. But this one is talking of all persons. So as I support this bill, I'll talk with most of our members and the leadership of Parliament so that we can bring them together. We come up with a legislation which is progressive, which will go for a longer period of time, but as well helping the needy people. Madam Speaker, the CDF now, we have a provision of supporting these vulnerable people through paying for them health, NHIF, the previous scheme. Now it is SHA. when this bill is implemented, the county government also will be given opportunity to...
What's your point of order, Honorable Otiende?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I seek your direction on a standing order number 1 on a very simple matter. I'm listening to Honorable Masara support the bill, but he's also asking you to direct that his own bill be brought forth so that the bills can be considered together. It sounds to me, Madam Speaker, as if then Honorable Masara is not actually supporting this bill, because procedurally, as I understand it, usually in such circumstances, then both bills would usually be referred to the relevant committee to rationalize and consolidate and then present. So, Madam Speaker, is it in order for Honorable Masara to be asking you to refer his own bill to the House while also supporting a separate bill? Madam Speaker, I seek your direction.
I think I was letting him ventilate, but I think eventually what it comes to is that at the time when we have the committee of the whole, he'll probably be able to move some amendments or suggest amendments to it. That's how it came to me. That there are some aspects, the bills are similar, but there are some aspects that are not incorporated in this current bill that are in your bill.
Yes.
So I was going to get there, but I think you can proceed.
Thank you, my senior and speaker. Both of you are learned friends. I'm learning a lot from you. And I don't want to add or remove anything from what you have said. I'll just proceed. And thank you so much for the support you have given me. You know, I got a boost because of this bill. Getting a bill to reach third reading in this house is a real problem. Madam Speaker, I started that my bill in my first term, first month in Parliament. We ended up finishing the 12th Parliament without concluding it. In this 13th Parliament, it is almost 3 years I've been talking about this bill each and every day, each and every week. So members, to summarize, because I know many want to contribute to this particular bill, is that this bill is very important. And it is important, but mine is more important because it's a progressive one. Therefore, if we want to solve a gap which was there in the previous bill, because the previous bill which was sponsored in this house by the late Honorable Joyce Laboso was very good, but it was never implemented. The ministry took over the bill and they promised the parliament that they are going to enhance it, but they never did it almost 10 years after the death of Joyce Laboso. That's why my bill delayed. Now what I'm asking is that we must legislate on bills which will serve the current generation and generation to come, and it is for prosperity. In that regard, as you have ably advised me, in the third reading, we'll have to merge these two bills and come up with a bill which will support our people. Madam Speaker, on the issue of NGCDF, NGCDF is the lifeline of Kenyans. If you want a devolved function, money which the people of Kenya are enjoying is NGCDF. In Suna West constituency alone, I've done 4 police stations. I've done 4 ACC's offices. I've done the ACC office. I've done anti-stock theft. I've built 27 new schools, 23 primary and 4 new girls secondary school using CDF. 1,200 people who are enjoying the insurance cover, NHIF, using NCDF money. 500 students are fully sponsored in Suna West using NGCDF money. Madam Speaker, we can kill any other fund, but we need to increase allocation for NGCDF, and it should be timely. The first allocation which the Treasury need to do is NCDF. Even before paying salary, NCDF should be released, because it reaches to all the 290 constituencies in Kenya are enjoying the fruits of NGCDF. Madam Speaker, having said that, as a country, we need to put our priority right. And as a researcher, I know when you have operated with an item for over 10 years, we need to relook into our constitution so that where the drafters erred or where our gap can be corrected so that Kenyan people can enjoy. I'm an aspirant I'm going to be a governor of Migori in 2027. But the truth of the matter is, as it stands, the people cannot enjoy the fruits of devolution. Many people died, including Dr. Odhiambo Mbai. But now their families and generation are not enjoying the fruits of devolution because of the gaps in the constitution. Madam Speaker, you remember I'm the last mayor of Migori. I operated with the Local Government Act, Cap 264.
Okay, you can let's give him a minute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. You know, there are very few mayors in this town. His Lordship, the mayor. I'm very few, like now I'm the only one here. If you can look, the money, the project we started with the Latif, which was only 57 million per municipality. They are the project now, the county, especially on the health sectors. All the health centers started by Municipal Council of Migori are the ones still existing today. Therefore, Madam Speaker, as we move on, as we legislate, let us not also introspect ourselves on what must be done so that the Kenyan population can enjoy the fruits of paying their taxes. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Member for Endebess. And members who want to contribute to this, please press the intervention button.
Thank you, Madam.